Hey guys, it's MugenLord here, and I'm back again with another discussion video. And today we're going to get back into some more Dragon Ball FighterZ because some more details and information was revealed concerning its gameplay, and also some gameplay as far as the characters are concerned was also showing off from Goku Black, Beerus, Adult Gohan, Kid Buu, and Hit. So we're going to go into event hubs because there's an article concerning Shenron and how the Shenron gameplay works. So let's just dive right into it. So for starters, it says Bandai Namco reveals how the Dragon Ball's mechanic works in Dragon Ball FighterZ. So let's go check this out. So the release of Dragon Ball FighterZ is fast approaching, and as we draw nearer to the launch, Bandai Namco continues to share new information on what fans can expect in game. Just last week, the company unveiled the 3 latest characters to enter the fray: Dragon Ball FighterZ, Beerus, Hit, and Goku Black will all be on the playable roster. Today, Bandai Namco took to Twitter to unveil the new Dragon Ball system and how it will work in battle. For those who are unaware, competitors will have the ability to collect the 7 Dragon Balls throughout any given fight. So to do so, you will have to string a specific number of combos, says Bandai Namco. Once all 7 are collected, Shenron will appear and grant the player one of 4 wishes. The wishes range from regaining health to immortality. Interesting. See how this will work in a competitive setting. So, as this is a mechanic that will give players an edge in battle, it will be interesting to see how this will function in competitive play. Exactly what I just said. Dragon Ball FighterZ producer Tomoko Hiroki has mentioned in the past that the team is looking to appeal to the hardcore fighting game scene with this game, so an option to shut the feature off might be available at launch. We'll have to wait and see with more information on that front. So let's check out the full breakdown of the wishes below. So the first wish you can choose is restore my health, which restores your current characters to his full health. And then wish 2, bring back my ally, revive your lost ally to 50% health. Wish 3, give me the ultimate power, boost your ki gauge to max. And then 4, make me immortal, health will be 50% restored, and auto restoration for energy gauge. So Dragon Ball FighterZ is set to, of course, release January 26, 2018. Alright, so this is pretty interesting. Well, this information was pretty much given to us before. I believe in our last video we talked about concerning the reveal of how the Shenron mechanic works. And we're going to take a look at the screenshots real quick before we get into the discussion for this video. I mean, we've got Shenron right here, which is pretty awesome, paying a homage to the series that we all know and love. And another interesting thing, so when all 7 is collected, I guess they pop up in front of the screen, do his little spin around, and then Shenron will make his grand entrance. And then this is where the choices are made right here. I'm really interested to see how this is going to work, because this thing sounds really broken. I mean, this game is for the hardcore, but it's still Dragon Ball, and they still want to appeal to the casual fans, and they want to have every essence of Dragon Ball in this game. So I understand that and everything, but I really have no idea how this is going to work in competitive play. This really have me scratching my head, and hopefully this is an optional thing and not like a mainstay mechanic that has to be there permanently, even in the competitive scene, because this is really interesting. So let's just get down into it. I just want to discuss the overall what I expect or what I think about this mechanic, and also the character gameplays of the 6 characters that was just recently revealed. Now that we have all that out of the way, I just wanted us now get into discussion about the characters that were revealed within the past 2 weeks. For one, I'm very interested in these 6 characters because these 6 characters seem quite a bit more unique than the past characters that have been revealed, and that's a thing that has some players concerned when it comes to Dragon Ball FighterZ, is because if you think about it, when it comes to Dragon Ball Z, there's not much variety when it comes to, I guess you could say, combat or playstyle, because most characters in the Dragon Ball franchise more so they fly and they have very flashy fireball abilities, and they always, every once in a while, they have 1 or 2 trademark techniques that really fleshes out that character and everything. So a lot of people were concerned as they played the game and as they watched gameplay trailers of the game, is that most characters pretty much play similar to one another, and some characters may have something technical about them, but looking at the newer characters, especially Barris, Barris is pretty interesting, and I wasn't expecting this playstyle to be the way it is, which is really interesting. He has these abilities where he can control these different orbs that he puts around the screen and everything. So the way I see Barris, he's pretty much a stage controller or a space controller. He can actually control space, which is pretty interesting, which I can see that it can get pretty annoying how you can lay these orbs on the stage, and then he can actually jump up and attack and punch the orbs into any direction that he sees fit. So I can pretty much see really good setups with this character, and I think Barris can get pretty annoying while playing against him, because how he can control the stage and he can pretty much corner you and then continue to apply pressure into either super or either into assist to keep the pressure, or even to a tag to tag their partner in and everything. So I think that's pretty interesting what Barris has to offer, and I can see that everyone's super excited. So I think this was a smart move to put Barris in the game, representative of Dragon Ball Super, and he's the god of destruction as well. So he's super popular and he has an interesting playstyle, and I can't wait to see how this character is going to play overall in competitive play. And then another character that I find unique also too is Hit. Hit is looks pretty fun. He looks pretty badass, and Hit is already automatically a badass anyway if you have been following Dragon Ball Super, and when he first appeared in the Universe 6 versus Universe 7 tournament. When I first seen this character, I thought he's pretty interesting how he can manipulate time, and and when he makes his attacks pretty much skip time and everything. So seeing how this character will probably work, I think Hit will probably be the most technical. Now, as far as gameplay is concerned, it's not really much gameplay surrounding Hit right now that I found on the internet so far to really flesh out how this character is supposed to be played. But I can see right now, if even if you watch the anime, he didn't do much fighting in the air. So I can see Hit being a pretty on the ground type of character, and I can see him being a very technical character of how he's supposed to play. And like I said, it's not really much gameplay that's out there right now to really push the envelope and see what he can possibly do. But from what I'm thinking, that he's going to be pretty much more of a, I guess you could say, he can fight long distance. He can pretty much change up his game. He can fight at a long distance and can pretty much fight up close, and that's how I see it. And I think he's going to be pretty annoying at the fact that since he can skip through time and everything, I can see him phasing from the left of the screen to the right of the screen to trick up your opponent and everything. So I can't wait to see more information and more in-depth gameplay to Hit. And now what got me super excited, the other character, is of course Goku Black. Now the thing is, everybody was dying for this character to be in the game. Everyone always wanted to have an evil version of Goku, since even in fan fiction, what if Goku ever go evil? What if he never hit his head and turned to the good side and whatever, and he stayed evil and continued with his plan as a Saiyan to destroy planet Earth? So now we have Goku Black, or you could say Goku Black Rose, which is the Super Saiyan God form of Goku Black, the evil version. So what I like about this character, Goku Black, he seemed like he's going to be a much more fun and much more interesting Goku, because from the beginning, when they first announced Dragon Ball FighterZ, they announced the first 6 characters, it was pretty evident that Super Saiyan Goku, Super Saiyan Vegeta, and even down to Teen Super Saiyan Gohan, they were going to be pretty much the basic characters of the game, the overall well-rounded characters to get players into the game to understand the mechanics of the game and everything. So it was quite obvious from looking at Goku's gameplay. Super Saiyan Goku was pretty much the basic character, and then they introduced the Super Saiyan God Blue Goku, which he still didn't really spark my interest in a way in terms of gameplay. Yes, he's much faster, much more aggressive, but he still reminds me of Super Saiyan Goku in a way. He's just a different style of play, but he's still Goku, and he still have some basicness to him, if that's a term to say. But looking at Goku Black Rose, he looks much more interesting. He looks like he's going to be much more fun, and I like how he has the weapons. He has his hand saber. If you watch Dragon Ball Super, you'll definitely see that. So when I watched Dragon Ball Super, I said if he was to be in the Dragon Ball fighting game, this would definitely be part of his moveset. So looking at that, and look at the pressure, the pressure that he can apply. And he has Zamasu as an assist, which is pretty interesting, which Zamasu can hold the opponent down, and then you can pretty much capitalize off of that in combo. So what I do like about Goku Black 2, a lot of his moves are very cinematic, especially his super. I like how that one super where he pretty much creates different, like, multiple versions of Goku Black, and then he's pretty much beating the opponent up a ladder, and then he comes down with Zamasu, and then they charge up their blast and then hit the opponent. And I like how he has also the scythe. This character is very unique and very interesting, so I'm really looking forward to him. He's pretty much the evil Goku of this series, and I'm guarantee you right now that there's going to be a lot of evil Gokus online. I see it right now. And the thing was, my plans wasn't to play as evil, to have evil Goku part of my team, but looking at evil Goku's gameplay style, he like a much better or much more fun version of Super Saiyan Goku. So I'm really looking forward to that. Now then we have Adult Gohan. Adult Gohan is pretty much another interesting character that I may want to try out. And well, when it comes to fighting game, I normally try out all the characters until I actually find the character that I really want to play the most. But Adult Gohan seems pretty interesting. Now, what I do like about Adult Gohan is the fact is that they gave him his the Kamehameha, where he calls Goten, and when he calls Goten out, and Goku comes behind him, so it's like the father and son Kamehameha that he does. Now, if you guys remember that when they showed off that there's going to be like cinematic finishers, and depending on what characters that are on the stage together, it will actually reenact the scene from the anime. So I'm speculating here, if Adult Gohan has the father's son and he has his little brother doing the Kamehameha. If you remember that was a sequence that was found in the Return of Broly movie, I believe it was. So could this be hinting that maybe Broly could be DLC? For the simple fact is, if, like I said, the finishers is concerned, where two characters or certain conditions are met, that these scenes will play out. And I think it would be perfect if you have Adult Gohan and then Broly becomes a DLC character or a playable character, and if you use Gohan to defeat Broly, and at the end of the match or during the match, that cinematic will come up where Goten, Super Saiyan Goten, and Super Saiyan Adult Gohan, and then the mirage of their father in the back use the Kamehameha to finish off Broly. I think that would be pretty interesting to see. So knowing the fact is that they having these cinematic finishers to pay homage to the game, it shows how much dedication and how much love and respect that Arc System has for this series. So talk about Kid Buu just a little bit. Kid Buu is the character, also another character I'm looking forward to, and this is another character that's his playstyle, I guess, is to annoy you, or to pretty much constantly moving around to get your opponent to keep your opponent on their toes, to keep them guessing. So that's what I'm pretty much trying to get the gist of, or try to figure out. That's with how he's supposed to play, because of his move set, and he also has the ability that he can turn into a little rubber ball and he can bounce around the stage and everything. But like I said before, Kid Buu, I don't know, I have an attraction to villains in the Dragon Ball series. I think the villains are pretty cool. So Kid Buu is definitely going to be part of my team. I'm definitely looking forward to Kid Buu and everything. And then, of course, we have Gotenks. Gotenks, I think, is another interesting character. One, he's a fusion character, and I believe he may be the only fusion character in the base roster. We may get more fusion characters in the future, but I like the fact is that he also have the volleyball attack, and also if you have Piccolo on the team, Piccolo will also join in on the volleyball attack, which I think it's pretty dope and pretty interesting, and it pays homage to the anime itself. But overall, I'm looking forward to this. And like I said before, as far as the roster is concerned, a lot of people are speculating that maybe this may be the full roster, which I don't know. I'm going to just wait and see, because the game does come out next month. They may have more characters to reveal in the coming weeks, or maybe next week. We don't know. If you look at the character select screen, because there was a event that Bandai Namco had, and they invited some prominent YouTubers to come down, like Maximilian, Ramstyle, I think Afro Senju, and the rest of them to come down and check out the game and pretty much promote their game and stuff. So when I watched Maximilian on the stream, they showed the character select screen, and as I predicted, or some people came up with too, if you look at the character select screen as well, the character select screen is divided from the good guy side to the bad guy side, which the good guys are on the left, the bad guys on the right. And you do notice that there's still more open slots within the character select screen. So on the good guy side, you have 3 more slots that's open. The bad guy side, you still have 3 more slots open, and then at the very bottom of the screen, you have 1 slot that's in the middle. That could be a random select, who knows, or it could be Android 21. We still don't know if Android 21 is going to be a playable character in the game, but looking at it, she sits right in the middle. That little spot right there, that little empty spot sits in the middle between both the good and evil, and that slot sits right in the middle. So it could be interesting that maybe Android 21 could be playable, and maybe Android 21 could be in that slot right there. So from my prediction, I could be wrong. I think we could have 7 more character reveals left, 3 on the good side, 3 on the bad side, and then Android 21 at the very bottom in the middle. So that's why I'm pretty much guessing. I can't see this being it as far as the characters are concerned, especially a game that's a 3 versus 3. I think we still may have more characters to reveal, so we could get 3 more character reveals this week or next week, and then 3 more in January, and then before launch we may get Android 21 revealed as a playable character, but who knows. But that's my overall opinion of how I feel about the game so far and what I feel about the characters, and I'm really looking forward to get my hands on this game. I already reserved the game, and also there's supposed to be a beta coming up, open beta, and I believe that's around in January. I believe it's January, and I don't know. I may wait. I may play the beta. I may not play the beta, but it's up to you guys. If you guys want to play the beta and join in the beta, let me know, and I'll live stream it as well. But the way this beta is coming out, it's not that far from the release of the actual game, and I would much rather wait for the actual game than have it in my hands. But if you guys want me to play the beta, please let me know in the comment section below. But that wraps everything up. I want to hear your opinions. Do you think this is it? Do you think this is the full roster for the start, at the base? And what DLC characters are you looking forward to? And if you think there's more characters to reveal, what characters would you like to see revealed? My prediction is going to be 7 more characters to reveal. What's your prediction? How many more characters you think they're going to reveal by the time launch for this title for Dragon Ball FighterZ? So leave your thoughts in the comment section below. If you'd like for me to stream this game, please, like I said before, let me know. If you'd like for me to stream this the beta when this game is ready to launch its beta in January. So see you guys later. This is MugenLord. I'm signing off, and I'll see you Game Fiends later. Peace out.